It's our first time meeting. Let me give y'all a little look. This man say, I shouldn't be dating because I don't have an address. Because I live in a motel. I shouldn't be dating. So I want to make sure that all y'all can see. Y'all need to know this man. Y'all need to know. Because he's playing games. He's judging me.
I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, this a meet and greet. You didn't say that in your profile. You didn't say.
I think that's a weird thing to put in your profile, but it's probably something you should mention during your first, phone conversation or first time. You take the conversation off an app, and you could be subtle about it, or you say, in truth, yeah, I'm transitioning from here to here. I'm getting my life together, but I think I'm in a place where I am open to dating. Let's continue.
You didn't say it though.
But why would I put that in my profile?
What you mean? Why would you need to let people know that you're staying in a motel and you're homeless right now.
Okay, but
you want to sit up here and try dating, and you out here. And
I think there's an app for that, right? Maybe a site, homeless and dating, right?
Number one, how old are you and you recording? You like recording me at your age.
I'm recording y'all because I want y'all to know this is a taker right here. Apparently he trying to take.
A take?
Why
you
does it matter?
And you
why
dating.
Does that matter? You got a place to stay, right?
You're dating.
You have
I don't, what would he be taking? Admittedly saying that you're homeless, right? Well,
how old are you home? I'm trying to say nothing, but you're dating. And
I'm 53 years old.
Yeah, but if you're homeless and dating, you need to probably work on yourself before you start dating.
I got a good.
Now I think that's a very, very, very fair point. Very fair point. We hear that a lot as men, that dating costs, right? And you should, I think, to be successful in dating, have certain parts of your life already figured out. And it's only fair to make the same assumption to whomever you're dating. Yes, you should have a place. Yes, you should have a job, right? And I think we get lost in that noise that that men don't really care where they find a woman, right? She could work at McDonald's, Burger King, Home Depot, right? All that matters just first is that external beauty. And admittedly, that's absolutely true. However, going a little bit further, it matters, right? Let's say you're dating and you want this person as a wife, as a mother, right? Let's seriously set this aside. If you're just looking for something to play with, yeah, then it doesn't matter what she does, where her station in life is. It doesn't matter. That's a rental, right? Whether it's Hertz, Enterprise, Avis, doesn't matter, right? But if this is someone that you want to bring around your friend's family and tend to be the teacher, the first teacher of your children, wouldn't you want there to be more substance? I think that's fair. Especially in terms of how someone represents you, right? If I'm into fitness, I'm into looking a certain way, admittedly for, it could be selfish reasons, right? But it's important to me. So I want whomever I'm with to also represent that. That way, things are more symmetrical. So in this case, yeah, he's absolutely in his right to be upset that, yeah, she's homeless or in a motel, transitory, and out here dating. I think that for him, it's a waste of his time. I think it's fair. But on a tangential point, I don't see what arguing is going to do, right? I think most men, we've gotten into that space where arguing with a woman, you can't really legislate, you can't really change a woman's mind, especially one that you just met, that anything that she's doing is wrong. That's not for you to do. Man, I really want you to get away from that. just simply take your attention. I think the caption earlier said that he ghosted her after their first date. Absolutely, absolutely. You don't owe this person any type of loyalty to the point where you've got to now see things through to 2, 3. You don't have to do that, right? Let's finish up.
Job. I make almost 6 figures.
You make 6 figures.
Yeah.
Okay.
I work hard. I struggled for many years. I'm not ashamed of it, but I got blessed. I got a good job. I make good money. As you see, I'm dressed professional. I got me a new ride over there.
Yeah,
like I'm making steps. I'm making progress.
It's okay, but you're trying to dating.
So because I don't have an address, I don't have a house,
I'm not trying to
I don't deserve love. Is what you're trying to say?
But I mean,
that's a big thing about being deserving of love. I think it sounds good, and I think my friends around me will always, they know when this comes up, I give that little. I think we deserve what we've earned, right? In this sense, I don't think you simply deserve love because you're here. You've got to make yourself worthy of the thing, right? Again, this is social media, so, and this is, it looks like from her point of view, from her video that she's recording, if she makes 6 figures and her priority is getting a new whip, a new car, then this is another great indication why it's probably not for you, right? Just, walk on by. Again, you don't have to provide any type of receipt. So I've been a trillionaire since I was 13. You just have to take my word for it.
You kind of need to let people know that ahead of time to make sure they want to deal with something.
Okay,
like that.
well,
That's what you want to do.
Hey,
that's fine.
I felt like it's not nothing for me to put on my profile, but I did feel comfortable enough. Mm-hmm. My bad, because I felt comfortable enough to let him know my situation, the struggles that I have rose above, because I'm rising above, baby. I'm going to have me a place to say.
I'm not going to do all this arguing. And you can record me.
Y'all look at him, y'all look at him.
You can record, you can do whatever you want to do.
Don't.
Should let people know that you're homeless before you start dating.
And should have let me know that you got that old-fashioned thinking.
You can say whatever about
That's exactly what you need to do. You just say, okay, listen, I'm not going to argue it. Would you want to be with someone you had to argue into some sort of relationship? No, that already paints a picture of what's going to be the case. He did the right thing, right? I would have done it 2 minutes earlier, right? As soon as the phone came out, oh, you're homeless, okay, or you're in a motel, you're transitory, okay. Maybe in time you get things smoother, under control. We can revisit this, but for now, I'm not looking for someone that's at that station in life. There's nothing wrong with men saying that. In fact, men, you should probably be a lot more choosy. That's one of the things we can learn from women. That's a video for another idea. That's an idea for another video. But look, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. I'm a new channel, really trying to grow. And I'll see you in the next one.